I'm making a quick pot pie tonight. It's gonna be quick. Preheating the oven to 400. Gonna start chopping some potatoes. I leave the skins off, but I take off I leave the skins on, but I take off the imperfections. So, anything that looks imperfect about the potato, I slice it off. All right, and I'm just going to take these, start cubing them up. Excuse me. Making some quick pot pie. We are not gonna be here all night. Gonna make a vegan chicken pot pie. Right now I'm just cubing my potatoes, and I do cook them with the skin on. There we go. Good evening. How are you, Carolyn? Hi, Igor. How are you? I'm chopping potatoes right now. I'm getting ready to make a vegan chicken pot pie. I was supposed to come on at 3 o'clock, but I got busy doing other things. So, I didn't make my pot pie that early, but I'm making it now. What are you using as a chicken? I'm using texturized vegetable protein. I used it the other day in a stew and I really liked it, so I'm using it again. I definitely want to learn how to make pot pie. Okay, great. Well, you have come to the right place. I have a video up on my YouTube that shows me making one with a canned biscuit top. This I'm using puff pastry. The one with the puff pastry, in my opinion, tastes better, but sometimes you just use whatever you have. You just use what you have. All right, so there is my potatoes. I'm going to rinse them again. I cleaned off the potato with the skin, but this is just to be sure, just to give it a double rinse, that's all. I have my oven preheated to 400 because these items are going to be cooked when we put them in, except for the puff pastry. So we don't have to cook this a whole heck of a long time because most of the cooking is going to be done on the stove. So, put some onions in there and also some celery. So some potatoes, onions, celery. I'm going to put some mushrooms in as well. Some texturized vegetable protein as my vegan chicken. I have some mixed vegetables, which is mixed onions and carrots that I bought frozen. I'm really going to... Can I be your son? I will help. Yeah, maybe. My son doesn't help, so I don't think that a new son is going to help. My son knows how to cook his own food though, because he is a pescatarian. So he doesn't always like, he eats cheese and I don't eat cheese. He doesn't always like everything that we do. So he knows how to cook his own food. Are you okay? Yes, I'm good. How are you? I'm assuming you're talking to me, but I don't know. How are you on this? Is it cold where you are? It is freezing here, and it just seems not, it won't let up. It's like we're in Antarctica or something. It's so freaking cold. And so then I wonder, what are the people in the areas where it's, yes, I am, and you seem a little depressed. I seem depressed? No, I don't think I'm depressed. I'm just really cold and over the cold weather. So maybe, I don't think I'm depressed at all. I am very, very not happy with the weather around here. Oh, Morocco, that sounds awesome. So pretty there. The Carolinas is getting hit with snow, yeah. Ugh. It's just too much. It's too much. It's too much. I'm still dealing with the snow from last week. It is so compacted. And it's turned to ice. And it's just really, yeah. And I keep looking at the app, you know, the weather app, to see when it's going to go back. And it just looks like it's not going back. Hi, Josie Bob. How are you? I have some shiitake I'm going to throw in there. I'm making a vegan chicken pot pie. And when you use shiitake, just go ahead and pull off the stems. You can save them to do like a broth or a stock later, but they're no good to eat. They're kind of woody. But I have some white button. Jersey hasn't seen this type of weather in years. I know, it's so, and you know, I just moved back to Jersey 2 years ago from the South. So I am not a happy camper at all. The first year, I was like, oh, this isn't so bad. I'm all right. My mother was like, it gets worse. And I was like, oh, we'll see. I think I can do this. I think it's okay. And then it's like madness. And I just would like to be free. So terrible. And my son is in school, so I can't just walk off. I can't just pick up and drive to Florida or something. Like, I think I would maybe try something like that if I didn't have one last child at home, but I do. And he has to be to school. And what's funny is he used to be homeschooled, so we used to be able to take off and do things, but not now. Let's see, Jackson, okay. Oh yeah, snow flurries in Jacksonville, huh? I have family in Jacksonville. I don't know. I think it has to do with like the energy, the mental energy of what people have been feeling. I think that has something to do with the weather doing bad. Like, I think we can all kind of get feelings of not goodness, and it can affect, I feel like it can affect the weather. But I'm a metaphysician, so I see purpose in all kinds of things, but you don't have to believe it, and maybe it's not true, but I kind of think it's just been, everything's been feeling so heavy. Now the weather. So we're going to cut off these ends of the celery. Because you like a little, I'm still on my 30 plus plants a week challenge, right? So this is, now we're into how many plants? We got a couple different mushrooms, so that's 3, because it's variations, right? It's not just mushrooms, it's how many different kinds. So we have white button, we have shiitake, and we have cremini, so that's 3. And then celery 4, onion 5. We're going to do carrots and peas 6, 7. And we're going to do the soy, because that comes from beans, that's 8. And then we're going to season it with some thyme and bay leaves, so that's 9, 10. So all the different variations is what makes a healthy microbiome in your gut. And what that is a good mix between good bacteria and bad bacteria. You want to have a good balance between the two. Both are good. Like, this bad bacteria has its purpose, but you just don't want it to get too big. And of course, good bacteria has its purpose as well. Okay. So we got our celery. We got our celery, our mushrooms, our onions. The soy is soaking. The soy is rehydrating. I have it with some mushroom seasoning, and I'm rehydrating it. So it swells up pretty good the more that you cook it too. All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and start sauteing this. And I don't know if this one's big enough. Let's see if my other one is available. Oh no, I still have stew in it. See, I had to deal with my husband, and now at this point he thinks it's funny. He likes to he's in charge of putting the food away, and so he keeps putting it away in the pans. And so when I have a pan that I need, I don't have it because he put it away in a dish that it was cooked in, and now I'm like, I need a bigger pan, and it's in there with soup in it. So, you know, this is what you go through. 32 years of marriage. Okay. I'm in Jacksonville. Okay, yeah, wow, okay. All right, so we're gonna melt this. And I hope that this, I don't think this is gonna be big enough for my casserole. So I have to cross that bridge when I come to it. But for right now, we're gonna go ahead and saute our veggies. Let me put you on a higher angle. There you go. As you can see in the pan, this is vegan butter that I'm sauteing, and I'm just going to go ahead and put all the veggies in. So I have my shiitake mushrooms, my onions. I have 2 small onions, about 3 large shiitake mushrooms, 2 stalks of celery, 1 or 2 button mushrooms, 1 or 2 cremini mushrooms, and that's it, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put that all in there to saute. And then we're going to season this up. So I want to put some thyme in here. I'm going to put some onion flakes in here because I don't have onion powder. And I'm looking for my thyme. I'm going to try this complete seasoning. This complete seasoning has salt in it. So only a teaspoon of that and then no salt, okay? I'm still looking for my thyme. Uh-oh, what? Look at this. I forgot to chop it. I had a long day today. I guess it was longer than I thought. Alright, I found my thyme. Put a little thyme in here. And just saute it. Now, I'm going to put some flour in there. because I'm making a roux. I'm going to put like a half a cup of flour right over my veggies. I want some, you want some manwich? I haven't had that in years. So just saute it so you're cooking out the flour over the veggies. Turn it down a bit. And I have some unsweetened coconut milk, but you can use any kind of plant-based milk you want. But make sure it's unsweetened and unflavored. Otherwise, your dish is going to be sweet. You know it's a meal. Yes, it is. That's what they say on the ad, right? That's been quite a long time ago. They used to say that when I was little. Okay. So we're just pushing this along, getting the flour that's on the bottom. And then I'm going to put some pepper. Oh, I just remembered my pepper mill broke. So I got to crush pepper myself, I guess. Oof. Wait, I got some white pepper in here. I need white pepper. I got some white pepper I saw the other day. Ground cinnamon. I thought I saw white pepper in here. Maybe I imagined it. Oh, I think I saw white pepper in here. Alright. Okay. Well, since I don't have I gotta get a new pepper grinder. Because mine broke. And I don't have white pepper that I thought I had. So red pepper flakes, that's what we're gonna do. Where did I put them? Oh, here we go. Some red pepper flakes. We'll use that. I miss using white pepper. I forgot all about it. Yeah, I know that I'm pretty sure I thought I saw some in my cabinet the other day, but I guess not. I didn't see it when I needed it, so I imagine that I imagined it. Okay, so this is my soy that I've been rehydrating with some mushroom seasoning, so it's flavored. I added some flavor to it. So I just added that all in there. It's okay. And I'm going to taste it to make sure that it's enough seasoning, because it might not be. And now we add potatoes into this, so this is going to thicken it. So even if it doesn't look thick right now, it is going to thicken when I add the potatoes. And since I don't have a big enough pan, I'm going to add the potatoes to my casserole. But first, let me taste everything. Make sure, see how we're doing on taste. tastes awesome. Tastes really good. Let me let this come to a boil. Turn it up. I'm gonna put the potatoes in, but we're gonna be removing this out and put it in my casserole in just a minute. It looks like you're going to make that with that pot. I'm not going to make it with this pot. I have in the past made it in the pot, like I have a lower pot, but it's kind of deep, and I have done that in the past. But I'm not today because I have one extra person here, so I want to make sure that I have enough. So I'm going to put it in a deep casserole. And tomorrow I'm going to really try to make empanadas for my son for his school, for his school week. I keep forgetting. So here is the casserole. There is the casserole. What does it say about inches? 2 inches of snow in Aiken, South Carolina. Wow. So these are organic carrots and peas. And I let them thaw out because I didn't care. Like I know I'm going to be cooking them, so when I bought them from the supermarket, I didn't bother putting them in the freezer. And I'm going to just put a little garlic powder on them just to make sure that they're seasoned. I would normally put onion powder, but I'm out. Just gotta go on my to-do list. Okay, so this is boiling up over here. Yeah, it's ready to move this over. There we go. I'm gonna take this, pour it inside. Let me scrape it out. Okay. Whoa. Almost dropped it. So let's mix it together. We have to make sure that we do another check to make sure that it is still tastes good, because when you add in more ingredients, that waters down the seasoning. So you always have to go back and make sure you're still on where you want to be in terms of seasoning. Okay. right, let me taste it, see if it's where I want it to be. Need some more seasoning, see? Now, what it also needs, it really does need that black pepper, so oh, I know. I have to go old school and grind some. Gotta grind some pepper here. The old school way. Because my grinder is broken. Now I will go to Costco or BJ's or something and get a new one, a disposable kind. But for right now, I just don't have any. And I am missing the flavor of the black pepper. So I ground some up. And we're going to put it inside of our dish. Okay, ground black pepper. I use these peppercorns. Usually I put them in my grinder, but my grinder broke. And I don't know, it's just something about white gravy and black pepper that goes so well that I didn't want to go without. Now, I am going to take some mushroom seasoning here and put it in this bowl. In that cup. And I'm going to take a little bit of flour just to make sure that this stays thick enough. It's going to be a pot pie. Okay, looks delicious already. Thank you. I'm going to put a couple tablespoons of flour in there. I'm going to fill this up with water. So I'm adding a little bit more thickening and a little bit more flavor at the same time. Because I use mushroom seasoning to flavor it up. All right. So that's going to thicken it. And it's also going to give us more. It needed more liquid, but I didn't want to just put in liquid because I want to make sure it stays thick. So I added thickening. Let me double check. Put a little bit more. And as it cooks, that will thicken. These potatoes are also not cooked, so that will also cause this to thicken. I'm going to just put a little bit more water, because the last thing you want is a pot pie that has no juice. Well, that's the last thing I want anyway. So as I said, we got the potatoes, a little more thickening, and this will thicken up. And I gotta just do one more taste to make sure that I didn't lose my flavor. Let's see, make sure. Okay, that tastes good. I think I might put a little more herb in it. Let me try. Just a little more of this complete seasoning. I know it has salt, so you gotta be careful. And a little more thyme. There. I like it to taste really herby. Okay, so now it's time for the puff pastry. And this is thawed out. You're gonna leave it in the refrigerator. But even if you put it on frozen, which I've done before, it's fine. But this is easy, easy, easy. Just lay it over. Let's see, make sure. Just lay it over. I'm trying not to. Oh, you know what? Might have to roll it out a little bit. Roll it a little bit so it gets where it needs to be. Cause it's gonna puff up, right? Sorry for the mess. Okay, let me roll the bottom one. And it's okay if the sides, if it's not perfect, like if it's peeking out on the sides, because that way you don't have to put a vent in it. Like, because normally if it was perfect, you could put the vents in there so it could peek out, but it's vented on the sides, so we're good. So, all right, so we still got a little piece over here though. And what I tend to do is just kind of overlap it so that we're getting the crust, so that it's not getting wasted on the casserole, but we're eating it, all right? All right, so that is it. And now we can put a little melted butter on top. It's not necessary, but sometimes if you use milk, like you can use vegan milk, but I don't have any more. So I'm going to take a little melted butter. I'm going to put it in the microwave, and then I'm just going to brush it with a little vegan butter, okay? And that's only because, see that floury look? You just want to make sure that floury look is gone. You don't, and like I said, you don't have to, because it's got a lot of shortening in it. You're welcome. Ooh, Laura. That vegan, I forgot to cover it up. That vegan butter will splatter all over your microwave. I forgot to cover it up. And then it's so, oof, now I'm gonna have to clean my microwave. Oh well, we'll deal with that later. Just put a little bit, cover up. And all that's gonna thicken up. I'll try to do a little video later or take a picture so you can see what it's gonna look like. There we go. All right. You do not have to do that step if you don't want to, but I did it. For some silly reason, I put my cookie sheet in the oven first. I don't know why I did that. Okay, whoops, sorry. Put this on top of the cookie sheet because it may spill over, right? Put it on a cookie sheet. See that? Put it on a cookie sheet. Now we're gonna take the cookie sheet, put it in the oven. And this is heavy. Woo! Fuck. Ugh. As soon as I said it was heavy, I spilled some of it. Not all of it though. But I did spill a little bit. But it's going in the oven. Let me clean that off before I put it in the oven. I didn't lose too much. I didn't even lose a serving. Whew. But I am going to have to clean my oven. All right. Okay. Popped in. There we go. Okay. Thanks for the lesson. You're welcome. You're welcome. So on that note, I am going to go. On that note, I'm going to leave because I got to clean up the rest of this stuff that I spilled on the floor. And we'll leave that in for about 20 minutes or until it's nice and golden brown, okay? When you start seeing it looking golden brown on top, it's ready. Okay, y'all have a good night.